The pandemic certainly cast a spotlight on the men and women who keep our essential services running. We thank our healthcare workers, truck drivers, grocery clerks, teachers, military troops, and first responders. But there's another frontline worker who may not get as much attention because we rarely see them. From Dillon, Kevin Mackey has our Montana moment.
I'm Aspen Blanchard. I work here at Beaverhead Lodge as a housekeeper. I'm also a student here at Montana Western, getting my degree in art education and special education. Housekeeping.
Aspen is the face of the housekeeper who cleans our hotel room after we're miles down the road. She's an essential worker who prepares rooms for the next strangers to check in. This is the first of 15 rooms Aspen will clean on her shift. It takes about 30 minutes to sanitize just one unit.
It's a lot more work than you guys think.
Good housekeepers like Aspen have always been meticulous, but COVID-19 has ramped up their work even more.
We tend to scrub everything more with COVID. We're just a lot more precautious with cleaning.
First, she strips the beds.
We get them stripped and down there as quick as we can.
She puts the bedding and towels in a pile.
I've got my system.
Then it's onto the bathroom. Aspen's eyes catch everything left behind.
But there's usually like tiny, tiny little hairs. We spray through the layers and we get all of this out.
She pre-soaks the sink to get rid of the toothpaste and soap residue. Then she attacks the mirror.
For me, it's really hard because I'm so short that I have to literally stand on my tippy toes to get the mirror.
Unless you're a long-term guest, all that unused shampoo and soap is thrown away.
Even if you just did this to open it and smell it, like, we change it out just in case because especially with COVID.
Aspen knows how to snap a sheet to attention. Her dad's an Army veteran.
Coming from a military background, we learned to make our beds like that.
This top sheet doesn't pass inspection.
Oh, there it is. It's right there. Looks like makeup, and any kind of stain is kind of gross. Now we're putting the new one on.
Growing up in Great Falls, Aspen played a lot of sports. She's young and athletic, but housekeeping is hard work.
You tend to not see younger kids doing house cleaning. When you're older, you get like knee problems, you get things like that. But when you're young, it's also just as painful.
Aspen tells me that rarely do guests leave a tip, and if they do, quite often it's just pocket change. She says some guests will leave more, and construction workers tend to be the most generous tippers. She appreciates it when people do basic pickup themselves.
Sometimes we get the people that are like, oh, and they put the towels on the bed already.
If someone smokes in their room, the whole room needs to be taken out of service for days.
Because it soaks into everything.
Aspen takes personal precautions to keep from getting sick.
The only thing I worry about is if I do catch it, I've got a very bad immune system. I don't worry as much as getting it because the most social interaction I get is cleaning rooms.
As an artist, she says her own rooms can get cluttered and messy, but here she's obsessive compulsive.
But then I go home and I'm like, haha, my mess, my craziness. There's handprints right here. Like, you can see the grease marks. I like my organization, but then I also like my chaos.
Aspen knows that good housekeeping is an art, a skill she expects will help her as an artist and teacher.
And I'm done.
One room down, 14 more to go. Kevin Mackey, NBC, Montana. Goodbye.